Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump Day!
There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the bayou city streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. 'Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the bayou city streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the bayou city streets meet the country roads. Where the bayou city streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah, it's hump day. We're halfway to the weekend. And this is Tropical Country right here on Tiki Man Radio. And, of course, we are broadcasting live from Legend Studio here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. And we're broadcasting on Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com, and the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, courtesy of the GTS Charters Live Cam. Of course, our show is brought to you by GTS Charters and JBL Travel Group. And, of course, if you are going to be down in Key West, make sure you get out on the water. And there's no better people to do it with than Monty and Gypsy at Goaltending Services, GTS Charters. Make sure you check out that outfitter store before you get out there on the water, because they have everything that you need, from your sunscreen, your coffee, your snacks, and maybe a souvenir or two. And then also, whenever you're booking your next getaway, make sure you contact the award-winning staff, JBL Travel Group, Joe Leo, and of course, they will help you plan your getaway, regardless if you are going on a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, have a destination wedding, whatever it is, they have you covered. Give them a call at 732-831-5200. And of course, it wouldn't be the Tropical Country without the love of my life, the queen of the pond front patio, Lower Lou.
Hey, y'all. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Haven't talked to you much.
I know.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
It's just us.
I know. Listen, by the time because I'm training right now.
Right.
And so I spend like 7 of my 8 hours nonstop talking, and I'm on camera, so I got to smile at people and be friendly and all that stuff. And by the time I clock out of work, I am done peopling.
That's right. And that includes me.
It does. I love you and all, but, you know.
She comes out of her office and she goes, "Good night."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I'm going to bed."
Yeah.
Okay. Night. Nice seeing you. Great talk, bro.
Well, last night I took Daggett for a walk for a while, so that was nice.
Well, I was here in the studio prepping for the show, so you took the dog for a walk, and the dog decided that he's no longer scared of the water and he wanted to take a swim.
Well, unless it touches his belly. It's not allowed to touch his belly. That freaks him out.
Okay.
But anybody who knows Daggett knows the poor dog has some quirks.
He has anxiety, worse, more anxiety issues than anybody I know.
Yeah, he's your emotional support animal, but I swear it's a toss-up. Who's supporting who? But
we lean on each other from time to time.
you do.
Sometimes I need him, sometimes he needs me. Most of the time it seems like he needs me anymore, but it is what it is. But plus, we have survived the double weekend.
Lord.
The weekend before, we married off a daughter. And then this past weekend, she turned 21. So we survived the 21st birthday. And I must say, for a 21st birthday, it was pretty chill.
Well, that's because she was still suffering from the wedding the weekend before.
I think she had PTSD from the week before. She was just I'm over it.
Her husband, although, he did not.
Well, it's hard for him to be over it when he gets drunk on one drink.
I know.
So
God love him.
1.5, and he is done.
Yeah, and he had like 4.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why.
He was rallying then.
He was rallying. Not very well, and he suffered a lot the next day, but
I know we took him out. I was the DD. We took him out. We went and saw Slayton Dooley play.
Yes.
First time we got to see him perform a full band show. And the kids just sat there and they're like, can we just go to Taco Bell and go home?
I know.
Like, what?
Like, hello.
All right, that's the way we're going to do this. And that is the way the 21st birthday ended, was the Taco Bell drive-through, and then home we came. So it was pretty lame for a 21st birthday, I say.
We tried to make it fun.
We tried.
They said they had fun, so I guess that's all that matters.
We could not rally those kids to save a soul.
We tried so hard. Although we did get Alicia Cloggin up there for a minute.
Yeah.
Sunny D and the Golden Girl and me, and then Alicia voluntarily.
She grabbed you. She grabbed you and said, "Come on, Mom."
She did.
Yeah, what was up with that?
That has never happened.
I know.
Ever. Although she bought me, I have to tell y'all, so she bought me this really cool book for, it was a gift for the wedding. Mm-hmm. And she bought me this bracelet of pearls, which I thought was beautiful. So I wore that during the wedding. And then she did the whole, presented me with her bouquet.
Right.
Did the whole speech, which had me in tears.
Mm-hmm.
But then she gave me this book, and I had seen the ones where you could give it to your mom and ask them to ask your mom to write down like their favorite memories growing up and all of that stuff, so that you have the stories that your parents tell.
The story of your life from your parents' point of view.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this book that she got me was from her point of view to me.
Memories of her childhood to you?
Yes.
Oh.
So it's like one of the things was, my favorite memory was a time when you did blah, blah, blah. And so she would write like what her favorite memory was growing up, things that I had done for them or places I took them and things like that.
How cool.
I bawled like a baby. And she doesn't even have it all filled out yet. But she had a lot of things filled out in it already. And it was just the sweet, because again, Alicia is one of those, like, you go to hug her and she's like, don't touch me. Mm-hmm. She's not a touchy-feely person.
She's changing a little bit in her as she gets older and growing up and getting married now. She's getting a little more sentimental about things.
She really is, and that's why I started talking about the book. So there's a place in that book that says if I could go back to any point in time with you, what would I pick? Or what point in time would I choose? And she said something about, I would choose right now, because I'm going to get emotional again. I would choose right now because now we are friends and we are neighbors, and I still get to hang out with you.
Oh.
And it was like all this big long thing. Like,
now you're gonna make me cry.
I know. She was like, so I she's old enough now that I can teach her how I cook certain things, and I can teach her about the traditions.
And she's old enough that you're telling her all your secrets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another one. So, yeah, it was like, I don't know. It was just really, really cool. So that made me cry. But, yeah.
Well, instead of crying, how about say hello to some people?
Absolutely. So I want to say hello to Miss Teresa Arnold.
Hey, Teresa.
And
bass player extraordinaire.
Oh, I know. I am super excited. She's coming to the rendezvous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excited.
And then let me see. Donna Cummings is out there. So hello to you.
Hello to Donna and Bobsled Bob, and also to the Panther.
The lovely Larice is out there. So hello to you and Flaz.
Hello, Larice.
Also, Mr. Callie McCool says greetings from the sunny and warm shores of the California Delta.
Oh, just go ahead and rub it in, because we were like last week's. We were in the 80s. It was beautiful, and then all of a sudden the bottom fell out, and now it's been in the 60s. It got up into the 70s today, barely into the 70s.
But listen, yesterday morning when we woke up, it was 40 degrees. It was a 34-degree temperature difference within 24 hours.
It was a hard freeze last night. It was below freezing when I got up this morning and took the dog out and had to let the car defrost. And I'm like, this is ridiculous, because a week ago we were in the 80s.
It was literally like 88 degrees.
Hopefully this is what they call what do they say, some kind of a winter that they call it.
Blackberry winter.
Blackberry winter. Hopefully that's the blackberry winter, and summer will be here, or at least a decent spring will be here next week.
Spring would be fabulous.
But it sounds like we're going to start off this weekend or tomorrow with some rain.
More storms.
And I think there's some in the forecast for next week as well.
Well, welcome to spring.
Yep, it is what it is.
Yep. Also, hello to Miss Maureen. Hello to you. She's coming to the rendezvous as well.
Hello, Mo.
Also, the ambassador is out there. Hello to you and Tim. I'm glad you made it.
All great things, and the bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it through all that flooding.
I know. They got lakefront property now.
They do.
I wonder if they're still going to move.
I know. That's what she said. We didn't have to go to East Tennessee. Yeah. Let me see. Also, let me keep going. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Uncle Alex is out there tonight.
Well, hello, Uncle Alex.
Hello to you. He said he misses Daggett. Daggett misses you too, Uncle Alex.
Rumor has it he's going to try to be back here by Easter.
Oh, nice.
So, because I think he volunteered to watch Katie May.
Oh, is that during the
for the Escape to Paradise?
Thank you. Yes. All I can think every time I go to say that is that thing that I can't go to.
Yeah, we can't go to.
Yeah, we can't go to.
Yeah, quit reminding me.
Also, thanks, Callie. He said our studio inspires him to redecorate his home office space.
Oh, well, thank you.
And yes, and everything you see behind me is B-Dawg. You can tell B-Dawg stuff because it's perfectly straight on the wall. All of my stuff, I hang at an angle.
Is perfectly crooked.
Yes. And it has to be obviously crooked, like you meant to do it. Every once in a while, poor B-Dawg will try to make me happy and make something crooked. But he can't bring himself to like fully turn it. He just makes it a little bit crooked, but then it looks like it's on accident, and then I want to straighten it.
Well, for what it's worth, the Castaway Sauce bandana over there is crooked. If you notice, I put it up there crooked.
You did?
I did.
Oh, it's not on camera. That's why I didn't see it. You did. I'm so proud.
I was going through her stuff, and I found that bandana, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
got to put that up.
Although it's a little bit crooked. No, it's better than you usually.
It's a whole lot crooked.
I said I hang things the same way that, if you look, they say that if you look at somebody's walls and it represents kind of their personality. And that's pretty much true.
So I am OCD.
You are OCD.
And I put a level on things, and you are just a mess.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Again, if it's going to be, I'm an all or nothing kind of person. If it's going to be straight, make sure it's straight. Mm-hmm. If it's going to be crooked, make sure it's crooked. Mm-hmm. You can't do halfway things.
Okay.
I know he's going to holler at me in a second. Okay, so.
No, I ain't going to yell at you.
No.
It's bad enough I have a tone.
You do have a tone. Donna Cummings said they got 3 inches of snow.
What?
I am so sorry, Donna.
What?
Yeah, she said she's over it.
I would be too. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Hopefully, friends up in Canada, you can get any of that snow. That's just horrific.
I know, right?
I wonder why we live in the South, because at least it gets warm.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
It gets warm in the North, too. It just not for as long.
I know when I was talking to my dad the other day, I'm like, man, it is cold here. I says, it is only like 65 degrees. I says, this is ridiculous. And he goes, it's 42 here. And I'm like, oh, my bad.
Never mind.
Never mind. We're having a heat wave compared to you.
Right. Which I have been surprised at how close our weather has been.
Usually about within 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Usually.
That's pretty impressive.
And when it's hotter than hell here, and and it's like 99, and they say, well, it's 85 here. It's like, oh, what do we give just for 85?
I know, right?
A little bit of relief.
I want to be like the reverse snowbird. I want to go up there when it's cooler and here when it's warmer. Until it's summertime.
Are you sure about that?
No, I want to reverse that. Hold on.
I was say you want to be up there when it's warm and down here when it's cold.
When it's cold up there, yes.
Yeah, that would be a snowbird.
Okay, then I want to be a snowbird. Oh.
I could go with that.
Mo says Donna deserves snow.
Oh. That's just wrong.
That's funny. Callie says it hit 81 out there today.
Again, go ahead and rub it in.
Every time. That's all right. I'm going to get my thunderstorms tomorrow, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Hopefully it's mild this time. So
Right.
the last couple of storms, the last one we had, it wasn't even really that we had bad storms. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like it started raining and it didn't stop. Right. And even, we had the pond front patio. Well, when we're on the pond front patio and we're watching the water come up closer and closer to the edge of that bank, it's over the retaining wall. We're like, well, we may have more than just a pond front patio. We may have definitely a pond on our patio if it keeps coming up.
Right.
So,
which we can't say much because poor Memphis over there.
I
so
know.
Z&G and Michelle's
feels
backyard.
So bad for you guys.
Oh yeah. And she was trying so hard to keep everything together. Her and Tim were out there gathering things up, and I felt so bad for you guys.
Uncle Alex says it's 84 where he's at there in Boca.
Oh.
Must be not. It was warmer in Boca than it was in Cali. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah. Cali also loves the summer humidity of the East Coast versus West Coast. So,
yeah.
But don't they have like the Santa Ana winds? Don't you always have wind going over there to help with?
That's what I heard.
That humidity and everything.
That's what I heard.
You'll have to let us know on that. So
that's what I want to go to California one time, and that's all. But one time to see the ocean from the cliffs.
Uh-huh.
I just think that would be gorgeous. But that's all.
Well, when I was a kid, I told you I wanted to go to California so I could go to the San Diego Zoo. Because remember when we were kids, that was like the big thing is when the lady from the San Diego Zoo always came on Johnny Carson with her Animal of the Week or whatever.
Yes.
And so when I was a kid, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the San Diego Zoo. So I don't know if it's a big deal, but now, but it was back when we were kids. So
right. What is your last day? Callie wants to know when your last day of school is.
Well, when's the last day for the kids or when's the last day for me?
Both.
Because the kids now have 30 school days left. So they're on the countdown Trust me, they're on the countdown. Which is funny because now next week, we're on the countdown to the end of the year, and here these kids next week are starting state testing.
Oh,
so
talk about picking a bad time.
Well, and the thing is, though, for them is once they get that week done and all that testing is done, and then there's usually 2 or 3 days of makeups that following week. Once they get through that,
I was going to say, they're not going to learn anything after that.
No, there's nothing else. It's pretty much just wrapping everything up. And so usually, I don't understand why they go as long as they do because, the last week and a half of school is very non-productive. Right. So, it is what it is. For me, my contract runs all the way until the 29th of May. Mm-hmm. And so then I'll be off from the 29th of May. And then according to my contract, I have to go back to work July 16th. Yeah. So, which is boo. That is if I haven't found another job between now and then.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but I think you secretly like it.
Don't bet money on that.
Well, Larisse says the San Diego Zoo is amazing.
Well, there we go.
And that is where those Santa Ana winds are, actually, because they are farther south in California.
Oh, okay.
To Callie and Terry. Callie said, did lots of surfing on Coronado Island, San Diego.
Oh, very cool.
Well, that's awesome.
Like I said, I have never, ever been to California. I've never been out west. Actually, I guess now that we've made the trip over that way, I guess Mississippi would be considered as far west as I've ever been.
Oh, yeah, I know. And I keep saying,
yeah, going over to Memphis and into Mississippi. That is literally the farthest west that I've ever been in my life. So
yeah,
I've been around the world, but I have not been
to Western U.S.
to the Western U.S. So
I really want to go out west. I just think I've seen pictures. I just think it's beautiful.
I would love to go up to North Dakota, I believe it is, and see the big monument up there, and there's a lot of things.
I want Montana
on my bucket list.
I want Utah. I want Yellowstone.
Well, speaking of all those places out west, one thing they all have in common are cowboys. Yeah. So how about let's just take a cowboy ride? Here's Kim Krieger, right here on Tropical Country.
Worn out boots, trusty robe, sweat-stained hat and leather coat. There's dust stuck in my throat at the end of every day. I'm just a simple man who should go just as fast as I can. Horse's name is Iron Man at the end of every day. I'm just like an eagle. I got wings to fly. Just give me a saddle and set me free. These cowboys gonna ride, yeah. To the side, gonna be mine, gonna take a ride. Yeah. Get on. Yeah. I'm sick of that factory life, breaking my back day and night. Headed for a brand new life at the end of every day. Don't sit down the way I go, I'm gonna move to school here no more. I will roam by the end of every day. I'm just like an eagle. I got wings to fly. Just give me a saddle and set me free. This cowboys will ride, yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Come on, baby, set me free. Open that gate, let me be, yeah. Whoa, yeah. To the side, gonna be your man, gonna take a ride. Yeah.
listening to B-Dawg and Lou. First time listener, permanent listener. The show is wicked awesome.
Been a while since we've seen you. Where'd you go, sunshine? What's up? Oh, oh, oh. Come on, sunshine. Tell the rain to go away. The birds and bees wanna play. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. You can do it. We all see you peeking out from behind the clouds. Warm us up, please. Make the grass green. Let those beautiful rays of yours shine on down. The skies are gray and in a gloomy mood. Come along, sunshine, paint 'em blue. Oh, oh, come on, sunshine. Hardly here, now that ain't near enough. All the way, stop your teasing us. Oh, oh, come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. You can do it. We all see you peeking out from behind the clouds. Warm us up, please. Make the grass green. Let those beautiful rays of yours shine on down. And we won't mind if you decide to stay all day. Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. You can do it. You can do it. We all see you peeking out from behind the clouds. Warm us up, please. Warm us up, please. Make the grass green. Make the grass green. Let those beautiful rays of yours shine on down.
That's right. Come on, sunshine. Warm us up, please. Of course, that is Jeff Bassett.
Beautiful rays of yours shine on down.
It's not too much to ask for a little sunshine, is it?
No, not this time of year.
I don't think so. I think that's unreasonable. And I saw Teresa was saying, yeah, you read that right. I am over the snow.
Yes. Well, that was Teresa was telling Verona that.
Yeah, and hello to Verona, who's out there.
Yeah, hello, Verona.
She looks like she packing to get ready to come back home.
Yeah. So that's what started that conversation. So Donna said, stay there, Verona. It's getting cold up here again.
No.
And so, yeah, so then Teresa was telling her all about the snow. Donna finally said she's over snow. That never happens.
No.
She's like me.
Not at all, but, you know, it is what it is.
Right. I also want to give a big shout out to Ed and Felicia Kubiak. They are out there tonight.
Well, hello to a couple of them conductors on that peace train right here on Tiki Man Radio every Monday night.
No euchre tonight.
No euchre. Gosh, I miss playing euchre.
I do too. I love to play.
You know, we gotta get some people over and play some euchre some night.
Yes, that would be fun.
That's one thing I do miss. You know, back in the day, we had people over and we played cards and everything. I miss that part.
I do too.
Playing cards.
I do too. We need to do it again.
Remember, we used to play cards and the kids would be running around the background or running around upstairs. And
we got the kids running around upstairs.
running around upstairs now. So all we need is get somebody over here to sit at the table and, you know,
play cards, drink some beer.
Order a pizza and play some euchre. That's what we need right there.
That is what we need. We need to get a hold of some of our friends that we just say hi to and we never invite over because we're horrible people.
Yeah.
Although we do tell them our door's open always, but
Yeah, and then they come to the door and it's locked.
right. Right.
I'm kidding. No, I'm not. It sounded good.
So, someone in some really tropical place that I can't remember the name of, because you know me, lived one of my dreams.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, they had a very small family wedding.
Go ahead. Teresa Arnold, what the heck is euchre?
Oh, yeah.
And it's spelled Eucker. Euchre.
I saw the wide O-O-K-E-R.
Yeah.
So, apparently, Neil McCoy, take your shot. Neil McCoy
I got to put a sound effect in for that.
was on vacation.
No kidding.
And someone ran into him, asked him to surprise their daughter at her wedding that afternoon.
And he did it?
And he sang the song that she was going to walk down the aisle to. Yes, he just went over, sang the song. She thought it was the recording.
Uh-huh.
And so she didn't even know he was there. She came up the steps, across the deck, and made it through the small crowd that they had.
Uh-huh.
And the dad pointed sideways, and she almost passed out. I was like, I would have passed out. I would have just died right there.
Yeah, and if that had been us, once you woke up, you'd have left me right at the altar and then ran off with Neil.
I'd been like, where is Neil? Yeah, probably.
Neil, don't go.
Right? Yeah, Uncle Alex, knock loud. That's the key.
That's
Uncle
right.
Alex knows. He has to knock loud.
Not 3 times on the... Never mind.
On the ceiling if you want me. All right. And then I had another story, and I don't remember now.
Oh.
Hold on.
I'm sure you'll remember it.
Well, it reminded me, for some strange reason, of the sargasm story.
We're not going down that aisle.
It's not a bad story,
That is
though.
like so 2 years ago.
I know, but it's what it reminded me of when I read it. Okay, so for those of you, a couple things. For those of you on the Gulf Shore, number one, John Travolta is down there right now filming a movie.
Oh, yeah?
And he's been all over towns down there, and apparently has been very, very friendly.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah, but the Alabama Alabama Department of Public Health has closed shellfish growing waters in Mobile County, including, apparently there's a Cedar Point. I didn't know. And Portersville Bay, Heron Bay, and Dauphin Island Bay, and Grand Bay.
Okay.
Okay. The reason is it's areas 1, 2, and 7. And they closed harvesting on April 7th because there's an issue with a possible bacteriological contamination of the oyster beds due to recent heavy rainfall.
Okay, then.
So if any of y'all are planning on going down there,
No oysters.
no oysters.
No
That's my
slimy
public
snot
service
things.
announcement. I know. No snot on the shell. Oh, so nasty. I can't. Let me see. What else is going on?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to catch up with the chat. Cedar Point oysters. Okay, Cedar Point oysters something, Uncle Alex.
So there's a Cedar Point in the south and there's a Cedar
Yeah.
Point in the north.
Yeah. I didn't know. They had, when I saw Cedar Point, I was like, wait a minute, that's the wrong side.
Wrong direction.
Yeah, but it's not.
Huh. Interesting.
Verona loves playing euchre, so Verona,
Well, she's got a little out of
stop
our...
by on your way north, will you?
Yeah, just stop by in Chattanooga on your way to, back up there and we'll play some cards.
Right? Wait, Ambassador, where are the sloths?
Sloths and monkeys, yes, no ziplining. What?
I love sloths and monkeys.
I know you do.
Except the monkey with the cymbals. That thing's creepy.
Donna wants to go see some monkeys as well. And sloths, she says. So
Okay.
there's a couple things you guys have in common right there.
Yeah. And the ambassador agrees that we need to take a road trip out north. So
Oh, yeah?
the ambassador.
Out north?
Or out west. I haven't even been drinking. The four of us, we need to
Okay.
caravan. And anybody else who wants to join the caravan, we need to plan a trip out west.
Sure. I just need to get a new job.
No, because we can go in the summer.
What fun in that?
You said I'm not allowed to go to Montana in the winter.
That is true. That is true.
I had a friend who went out to Montana to perform out there and went into the hotel, and he didn't know the trick that apparently when there's going to be snow, they tie something to the top of their car antenna back in the day. And he didn't know that, so he went to bed after his performance, came back out, and couldn't find his car. It was gone.
Buried in the snow,
Buried. He had, first of all, he couldn't get out of the room. And then, so he dug himself out of the room and tried to find his car, and he couldn't. He ended up having to just stay in his room because he had to wait till it melted a little bit.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, we could make a trip out there. I will say it. I'm entertaining your thought of what you would like to do. I'm at that point of I would realistically consider it.
Really?
I would.
So after, 4 years of
Yes.
me saying RV life, it's the way to go.
Well,
Campground host.
well, we can't afford the RV, so
True.
we would have to be cabin hosts if we could. You could swing that.
There was a job posted in Utah the other day. Just saying.
Yeah, but we'd have to find consistently, be able to move around a little bit. That would be the tough part. But I would.
They do it by season.
I'm at that point. I would consider it. So what can I say? We don't have kids are moving. Just going to be us.
Yep.
What else are we going to do?
I know.
So
I'm telling you.
we could go visit people and just.
I'm glad you're finally
travel.
getting on board with this.
Yeah, every day I go to work, my mind slowly changes to where I could be doing something else right now.
Right.
I'm ready to go live on a cruise ship. Tell you that.
You know what? We could work on a cruise ship. You could DJ and I could nurse.
Now that you say that, because probably about
Joe Leo, if you're listening, we need an application.
about 4 months ago, there literally was an opening for a DJ on a cruise ship.
Stop it. You didn't apply?
I did not apply.
Why?
Well,
Don't say it's because you didn't think I would go.
Now, I was told, and I was not told by Joe Leo, but I was told by somebody else that working on a cruise ship is not all that it's cut out to be.
Yeah, I was told that too.
And just because, you get hired as a DJ doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're going to do. So,
Yeah.
So, it's just like, last time I was on a ship, I did more things than I was supposed to be doing. I mean, somehow I ended up working in the kitchen,
Right.
scrubbing pots and pans. And it wasn't a punishment. I tried to figure that one out.
Right.
It was just to give me something to do.
Yeah.
You need to be occupied.
Yeah. Hello, Moni.
Well, hello.
And it is Vacuum Cleaner Tom's birthday.
Well,
Happy birthday.
we have a bunch of birthdays to this week. Hold on. Let me get my birthday calendar out here. Hold on.
All right.
So, because we got Vacuum Cleaner Tom. Of course, we had our daughter Alicia's birthday. Mm-hmm. And let's see here. Who else did we have? Casey Dybel, who I used to work with, her birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
My nephew Jeremy actually had a birthday yesterday. And let's see. So that's when I had this over the past couple days. Like I said, we had I believe it's your cousin Christine Durbin, her birthday
Happy birthday.
was there as well. So, and then there's a lot of birthdays coming up very, very soon. But yeah, so happy birthday. So how about we go down here and let's see. Well, since it was Alicia's birthday, let's just go with this one.
Hi there. My name is Kevin Bacon. And I'm sure you're wondering, what does Kevin Bacon want? Well, sweetheart, let me tell you. What I want is for you to have a good birthday. Get your feet loose, stop your hurt, celebrate it every way. Yeah. Everybody's grinning from ear to ear. They're singing your name, that's what I want to hear. 'Cause it's true. This day is all about you. This day is all about you. And I can guarantee we are gonna drop down from 6 to 1 degree. It's your birthday, one thing is clear. You get better and better every single year. And it's true. This day is all about you. This day is all about you. Hey!
Happy birthday to everybody that had a birthday this week, and hopefully you find that a little bit humorous. I always love a pig who can play a harmonica.
Absolutely. So the ambassador says, yes, Brian, we can get in the car and find lots of trouble to get into along the way.
Cool. Hey, heading out west. One of the things, since we're heading that way, one of the things that actually is on my bucket list is to travel on Route 66.
Yes.
I
have thought about that a lot.
That has been on my bucket list since I was a kid, long before cars ever came out or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because you always used to see a lot of movies where they're on 66 and there's all these oddities and places to stop and dinosaurs along the side of the road and things like that. So it's always been on a bucket list to be able to go and travel Route 66. So if we go out west, that's one thing we could probably take care of and check off that list. Huh?
Well, there you go. See? And there is Route 66. I did not realize that it ends on the Santa Monica Pier.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. My cousin that lives in California was telling me that. But yeah, it's a 2,400 mile stretch from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California.
Well, there we go. See, we could go up there and head north, and we can visit everybody up there at the Paradise Way. And
there you go.
Tiki Man Studios on the north, and
there you go.
Get over there, hit that, and then just head west. How about that?
I think
that would be cool.
See, now you're
cool.
thinking like me. I've been waiting for a while.
It only took me about 10 years to get there.
Right. Right.
Slowly but surely, I'm getting beat down and coming over to the dark side. But
the fun side.
The fun side.
Well,
how about let's just get in a little bit more music. With all that sunshine, sometimes you just have to get through a hurricane.
The feeling now. Sunshine with a little hurricane. Two parts wild, one part saved. It's the freedom in the air. Let the good times take you there.
Thou Little Buddha. On Wednesday nights from 7 to 9, me and Old Silver like to ride into the sunset, listening to B-Dawg and Lou on Tropical Country, only on Tiki Man Radio.
Hey, this is Ed the Train Man.
Hi, this is Pat the Pitcher Girl. Come get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time. That's 5 to 7 Central Island Time.
So grab a bottle of reggae wine and come join us for our Monday night party. Live from the Paradise Way Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. Right here on Tiki Man Radio.
It could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train.
I'm driving 16 miles on the Rama Strip mile. It's heavy, losing my grip. Everybody on that highway's passing me. Yeah, driving all night just to pay the bills. Too much coffee, too many pills, sloped over the wheel. Deep down, headed for home. I was just passing through, thought I'd hit up a friend or two. I didn't know a soul that I had seen. Everybody's driving fast, and I guess those things just never last. It's houses now where there used to be fields of grain. Driving 16 miles on the Rama Strip mile. It's heavy, losing my grip. Everybody on that highway's passing me. Yeah, driving all night just to pay the bills. Too much coffee, too many pills, sloped over the wheel. Beat down, ready for home. There's a bunch of houses now where there used to be dairy cows, and I'm trying hard to understand why they put a shopping mall where the whole pine trees used to stand up tall, and right it down is the progressive man. Driving 16 miles in the Rama Strip mile. It's heavy, losing my grip. Everybody on that highway's passing me. Well, driving all night just to pay the bills. Too much coffee, too many pills, sloped over the wheel. Keep down, ready for home. Come on. Driving 16 miles of the Rama Strip mile. It's heavy, losing my grip. Everybody on that highway's passing me. Yeah, driving all night just to pay the bills. Too much coffee, too many pills, sloped over the wheel. Beat down, ready for home. Yeah, sloped over the wheel. Beat down, ready for home.
Oh, there's some traveling music for you. Back-to-back travel songs. They're road tripping and 16 miles on the rumble strips. And that goes out to all of our truckers out there. Of course, Rick the Stick with It's 5 o'clock somewhere every Sunday night right here on Tiki Man Radio. So haven't seen him yet. He's probably out there on the road a trucking. So.
Yeah.
But, yeah, But you was talking about the other incident that, we weren't going to discuss on the radio. Like I said, I ain't going to go back and visit. So 2 years ago, I'm not going to lie. I have been looking for that video. I absolutely have been.
It deserves a TikTok spot.
That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to cut it down and put it on a TikTok, but I can't remember. It ain't like I titled the show was titled that. So
right.
But I think Danny had done a special thing on that. It got cut out, I think. I can't remember, but I'm looking for it if I can find it.
That's true, because we were over at the chocolate bar.
Yeah, so it may end up becoming a TikTok video here soon. I tried to turn Cinco de Mayo into a TikTok.
Oh.
However, it violated so many of their policies. They would not let me post it.
Really?
Yes. There's things I'm learning about.
Yeah, TikTok's a little picky sometimes.
Here's the thing. And it's kind of like, everything else. You don't have a person that's watching for violations. You have AI.
Well, yeah.
And AI, it is what it is. Whatever it's put in is what he gets out of it.
Yeah.
And, now they've updated a lot of things, and they're getting so picky. Like, if I see somebody, like they're doing a live, a woman literally has a coffee cup in her hand, and she has to look, she goes, "It's coffee, TikTok," before she takes a drink. And, well, we were clearly not drinking coffee. And in the videos, we said we were drinking margaritas.
Oh, yeah.
So I could not get a good enough sample that was funny enough that didn't have us drinking in it, that I could not break the guidelines and get punished. Because if I get punished, that's a bad thing. So
right.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to edit that enough to get a TikTok out of it.
That's funny.
But we'll try. So, but yes, I'm still doing the TikToks. So
yeah,
I'm trying to sell stuff. So I'm doing the live videos every once in a while, and where I'll sit and just talk to people, or some nights we do the. You remember back in the high school days on Sunday nights, you had the all requested dedications. I actually did that one night. I was joking. I was playing. And I was playing. It's like, I'm going to play some music. I was like, it's a Sunday night. I says, we could do the all request and dedications like they did back when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. My live all of a sudden just started filling up with people.
Yep.
And next thing you know, all of a sudden I got requests just floating in. And for some odd reason, they were all 80s hairband power ballads and love songs.
Yep.
And I did 2 straight hours on TikTok of 80s power ballads.
Yeah.
Of people just requesting those on the live. So I have had fun with it. I've made a whopping $3 on TikTok now with my monetization. I've made $3.
Well, the ambassador says she is very interested in the meal packets, your MREs.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, right now they are they're on sale. So
yep,
they are on sale. So yeah. So
I remember, as much as y'all complained about those whenever you were in the military, when my dad was in the Air Force during Vietnam. He actually signed up voluntarily. And so he ended up going to Vietnam, and he came back. And I remember hearing stories.
Well, back in his day, they ate sea rations.
Yes, they were called sea rations.
And they were in cans and things.
Yes, but whenever I was in, I want to say elementary school, he rejoined. And instead of going back into the Air Force, he went into the Army this time. And we thought it was great when he would bring home the sea rations. I think they were called MREs by then. They were still in the cans.
Oh, okay.
And he would bring
sea rats were in the cans. MREs have, to my knowledge, have always been in a bag.
Oh, okay. Well, then they were sea rats. So he would bring those home, and we would eat them. And we, of course, we were playing, but we would eat them, and we loved them.
Well, I'll tell you what. today's MREs are completely different than the MREs that we had when I was in. The food is so much better. You know, because back then everything it was kind of salty because it was meant to be. They're not like that anymore. And you know, last night I did a live, and that's what I did was a taste test of one of the MREs. And what we did is, you know, I had goals set. So once we hit certain goals, I did different things. And you know, one of them was I let all the people decide, you know, which MRE they wanted me to sample. So they wanted me to try the cheese pizza. So I did that, and then with each landmark we hit, I tried and sampled a different item out of it.
Cool.
That's how I did it last night. And I tell you what, it comes with everything to heat everything up.
Really?
Oh yeah. There's literally ways to cook the food. That comes in the pack now. We didn't have that when I was in. If you wasn't given it, you didn't cook it. So, but now now they're standard that you got things to cook your meals with.
Really?
In there and heat them up. Yeah. And
what do they do? Give you a match?
No, it's actually very cool. They come with it's a plastic pouch, and it has like a chemical lining in it.
Yeah.
And you put your food bag down in it, and you pour water, and it's a chemical reaction that heats up the food. Yeah. So
really.
Yeah, and they didn't have that when I was in there. But last night I said, you know, I've eaten them when it was cold and you couldn't heat it. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's how I did my taste test. Because if it tastes good cold, you know it's going to taste good when it's hot, right? So I tried everything cold. The cheese pizza, surprisingly, it tasted just like a cold piece of pizza. So, you know, room temperature.
Right.
But slice of pizza, it did not taste disgusting or anything like that.
Yeah.
Had fresh applesauce in it.
Wow.
And I had to laugh because I still had the 2 pieces of chiclets in there. But I had energy bars that I had in there, and just about anything and everything.
So our soldiers are eating a little better these days.
They are eating a lot better than what it was. But yeah, these MREs, you know, one of these, they can contain everything, all the nutritional value that you need for one day.
Right.
In one pack. So I know a lot of people, when they look at them, like, boy, these things are awful expensive. Well, number one, anytime
it's not just one meal.
It's these things come in different packs, and you know you can buy, you know, what I'm doing now. They have samples. You know, you can buy 1, 4, or 6 sample packs, or you can just buy them by the case. So yeah, that's what I've been right now. I've been working with, and you know, trying to sell, and you know, there's a whole process to go to get through to be able to sell stuff, you know, once you get your followers and everything. But then when you find things that you want to sell, I have to reach out to the suppliers and say, hey, you know, I like your product. You know, I would like, you know, would you send me a sample? And in exchange for this, I'll do X amount of videos for you to promote your product. And some of them, you know, will agree, and some of them don't. I've been fortunate that between the MREs, the energy bars, and the protein powder supplements, I've had some that I've been working on. So it's something new. Like I said, I haven't made any money on it yet, but it's still work in progress to learn the algorithm, because you know some of the videos I have they're not getting pushed out there to get all the views.
Right.
You know, I've had a couple videos that hit 2,000 views, and I have videos that are under 100. So still trying to figure out to be able to hit that thing.
I don't know anybody who's been able to
FYP consistently, but according to all the big creators out there, once you consistently get in and hit that FYP goal, and the algorithm lets you stay out there, that's actually when you're able to try to make some money. So yeah,
that's cool.
So that's kind of the roundabout what I've been doing on the side of playing around with TikTok. So literally, it was my goal to make that my full-time job. I'm not joking one bit. I'm like, if I could just sit at home and make TikTok videos all day long, I would do that.
That guy's made it work on Facebook.
But let me tell you what, there's something I've discovered. It's hard. You think making TikTok videos would be simple?
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, you know, between recording, coming up with the idea. I mean, the people that are doing this, They're straight up now in marketing.
Yes.
So behind the scenes with what you work with and what you're doing with the suppliers and you're making these deals on the side to be able to TikTok not doing that for you. You have to reach out and make these things kind of happen.
That's right.
But
it's a sales gig.
It is. So you're now in sales and marketing.
Yep.
So it is hard because you got to come up with ideas. And you got to execute those ideas, and then you got to shoot the videos. You got to edit the videos, and then you got to get out there and you got to do them. And most of them who do it full time are doing anywhere approximately about 5 videos per day. They're shooting about 10 videos per day, but they're posting about 5 to 10 videos a day to stay out there. And that is not easy, especially when you already work a full-time job.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. In case you were wondering.
That's right. So everybody go find him on TikTok.
I am not hard to find. I show up under B-Dawg.
Well, Verona says, talking about food, she just warmed up a chicken noodle soup and a ham and tomato sandwich.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good right there.
A tomato sandwich sounds good.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were having a whole discussion about pineapples a little bit ago. So I'll let you read that. I don't know what pineapples turned into more than just a pineapple, but they have.
Yeah, well, there's talking about pineapples, and Verona said basically an upside down pineapple. I guess when they grow upside down, they're better because they're sweeter. But Uncle Alex said, no upside down pineapples. Can't have that. Kelly McCool said he ate his first MRE in 1985. So mine would have been in 1989. So I'm just 4 years behind you there.
Yeah.
Uncle Alex is reminding everybody, where is the thumbs up? If you can, go out there and give us a thumbs up, give us those likes so that we know that you like what we're doing. You're not bored to death and signing out. And
that's right.
And remember, thumbs up. Leave that thumbs down thing alone. So
that's right. And Mo says she doesn't even know if she has a TikTok account. And I was thinking about this. So you need to start. A lot of people are taking the same videos that they post on TikTok and they're posting them as Facebook Reels.
Oh, maybe I should do that. Now I did last night on my Facebook. I did put a little pitch for the MREs with the link to my TikTok store on my Facebook last night. If you don't have TikTok, obviously you can't get to it and view it. But if for anybody that's kind of question, this is what I'm peddling right now is these. So,
that's right.
Of course, these are the official approved by the U.S. Department of Defense. So this is United States military surplus.
That's right.
So yeah.
Well, hello out there to Ken at Country Music Social Media.
Hey, Ken.
He says they like what you're doing.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm still learning a lot. So and actually now I'm kind of when it comes to the live videos, I'm kind of treading on thin water because in order to really get promoted out there, you really have to be a part of an agency. Yeah, and you need to sign with an agency. I was offered, and I had early on signed with an agency. But my problem was my agency wasn't doing the work for me, especially when I started doing more research and finding out, talking to other people of what their agencies were doing for them, the education on how to do all these things and not get violations and all that, and teaching literally having classes, and the agency I was with wasn't doing anything. Yeah. So I had to leave. I left. So I put in to leave my agency, which I have to give a 30-day notice that I'm going to leave the agency I'm with, and then I have 60 days after that I have to basically be a free agent, and then after that I can sign with a new agency. And of course, I already got 2 other agencies that's wanting to sign me. So, of course, I'll do my homework on both of these before I jump right in, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about these, and it just popped in and said, "Hey, this is what this is a great thing. This is what you do." I checked and found out it was legit. So I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it." And if I'd have just been patient, there would have been more offers coming in, and I would have been able to sign with an appropriate agency. But it's okay. Lesson learned. Like I said, it's a complete learning experience. So hopefully as it goes along, we'll get a little better. So
Absolutely, you will. You will.
Yeah, I know the kids are all like, look at that. Our dad is an influencer. I said, who would have thunk that?
Right. Let me see. Yeah, so Michelle explained to everybody what the upside down pineapple means.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad she was able to let everybody know.
And Callie has recommended that we go on the Margaritaville cruise. He said that it's not very expensive and it's a lot of fun.
You know, that's again, speaking of TikTok, there was a lady that did several TikToks, and she goes, we booked ourselves on what is rated as the worst cruise to take. And believe it or not, it was the Margaritaville cruise.
Really?
As far as rankings of the different cruise ships and everything, apparently the Margaritaville one is listed as one of the worst ranked.
Why?
She didn't. I don't know. So she said that her and her daughter, they booked it, and they did a lot of TikToks, and all they talked about was how much fun they actually had. They said,
"Oh, so it wasn't
bad." They just said compared to a lot of the upscale stuff that a lot of the other cruise ships have, because I guess the Margaritaville it actually markets itself as being affordable. So they don't have a lot of the upscale stuff, which of course it's tiki stuff.
Right.
So we're not talking about, executive stuff.
And honestly,
I would a lot of people, if you're going to book your cruise on Margaritaville, you should know what you get yourself into. So
Right.
Yes, you got a dancing parrot out there on the deck.
Well, what do you expect?
That's right.
So a couple things about that. Number one, they screwed up when they booked themselves because they should have booked with Joe Leo.
I know, right?
Number two, Callie. So
do we really want to repeat what Callie's saying over there?
We do, because the whole discussion about pineapple started because Callie had to get rid of all of his pineapple shirts. And so he said, after Michelle explained what the upside down pineapple meant, he said it explained a lot when he learned that as to why, when he was on his cruise vacations, all the strangers were so nice to him. So,
how you doing?
So right. So now he's rethinking. Maybe he needs to keep all those pineapple shirts.
Maybe so. I thought about, wouldn't it be funny, because you've heard this about where people go in the grocery store and they'll pick up a pineapple and turn it upside down in their cart and they'll just wander the grocery store. I thought, wouldn't it be funny just to do that, to see how many people would literally walk up to you?
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that just be funny, and say, no, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was like that, and just move on? But just to test the theory, to see how many people would literally walk up to you and say something.
That would be funny.
I think it'd be funny, but also I think it could be dangerous. So
well, maybe, yeah. We there's also it's an older lady and her granddaughter, I think, on the TikTok, that walks around all these stores and they take these googly eyes.
Yes.
And they put googly eyes on all these products. And I just think it's hysterical. So I was at the Dollar Tree the other day, and I almost bought me a pack.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm going to do it, though. It's fun.
Well, before we continue on, we mentioned, about how you need to book yourself with JBL Travel Group when you're planning a next getaway. So how about we visit Joe and learn about packing for your trip?
And now it is time for the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, the JBL Travel Group. JBL Travel Group is the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. You can reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. And now get ready to learn something new about travel. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. And this week I want to talk about packing tips for a stress-free vacation. So the big debate is always, should you roll your clothes or should you fold your clothes? The truth of the matter is, if you roll them, it takes up less space, and also your clothes get less wrinkled. So judge that when you're packing your suitcase. I always roll my stuff. The next thing is packing cubes. They're great for organizing inside the suitcase, so you can keep things, kind of separate, whether it's toiletries or charging cables or whatever that stuff is. The next thing is the tech essentials. And that's, you have chargers for your iPad, your cell phone, your tablet. I always bring a portable strip, a plug strip, so that because a lot of times in the hotel or on the ships, there's only one plug, either by the bed or by the desk. So we plug it in there, and then we can attach everything else there. So that's a good tip to have. The other thing is an emergency kit. It's always good to have an emergency kit. Duct tape, of course, if you need that to hold something together, like your suitcase. Collapsible water bottles or reusable water bottles. Also, one of the most important things I found over the course of traveling is a sewing kit, because you never know when you're going to lose a button or something. Maybe your belt clip is going to come loose. So a sewing kit is always essential. Now, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 rule, which I don't go by, but basically it stands for 1 hat, 2 pairs of shoes, 3 bottoms, pants, capris, whatever it is, shorts, and 4 tops that you can alternate and mix and match during the course of the week. Now, of course, I know the women always like to bring more because they want to change, a couple of times during the day. But that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 rule. I don't go by it. Generally, one of the things that I tell people always, first of all, like we said before, roll your clothes and layer the bulky items more toward the top. Don't forget your travel documents, your passports, your visas if you need them, all of your tickets. Make sure that you're not putting that inside a suitcase that you're checking with the airline or you're checking with the cruise line, because you're going to need those things when you get to security and when you go to check in on the cruise line. And I've seen people throw that in their suitcase, give it to the porter, and then get up to the desk and they don't have what they need. And then it's a big search to go find that suitcase to get their stuff out of it. So make sure that stuff is in your carry-on bag and not in your suitcase. Planning outfits in advance. This is really hard to do, but I generally like to try to take, if I'm going away for 7, 10 days, shorts and then a number of tops that I can wear with those shorts. Dress pants, the same thing. Dress shirts, I go away with those, and I try to roll those together so I have them all set when I get there. Limit your shoes. You don't really need a lot of shoes. I know the ladies like 6 pairs of flip-flops, but you really only need a good pair of walking shoes, flip-flops for the beach, maybe water shoes. So limit those because they do take up a lot of space in there. Also, a lot of times, I don't need it, but the ladies try to carry little travel size toiletries with you, shampoo, conditioner, that kind of stuff. Now remember, if you're going to keep that in your carry-on bag, that you have to follow the TSA rules and have that in a separate plastic pouch so that you can take it out and show it to them. However, some of the airports now have these new CAT scan machines, and they tell you don't have to take anything out because they can see inside that bag and see everything. So depending on the airport you're going to and the type of TSA machinery you have, you may or may not have to take that out. As far as clothing, when you're going through TSA or any kind of security inspection, layer your clothes because they're going to want to take your jacket off. 9 times out of 10, they're going to want you to take your shoes off unless I think it's over 75 now, or if you have TSA approval. But remember that when you're traveling outside the country, that TSA approval does not work with the security in the foreign country coming back into the U.S. Some people suggest packing a pillow and a blanket for the plane. I never do that. I have my neck pillow that if I'm going on a long flight, I'll take that. And always weigh your luggage. Make sure that you're not overweight so when you get to the airport, you don't have any surprises. You can buy one of those little handheld scales on Amazon that you can check your luggage before you leave the house. Again, so you don't have any surprises, because for overweight luggage is an extraordinary charge. Bonus tip, if you're going on a longer vacation, I always bring a canvas bag that I can use as a laundry bag. Some resorts have laundry facilities if you want to do it during the week. I know that the cruise ships do. where you can send it down and they'll send back that laundry for you. But I always bring a laundry bag, keep it in the floor of the closet, and at the end of the day, throw any dirty clothes in there that we used. So I hope this helps you. We're packing for your next trip. This has been Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Joe. You've been listening to the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, winner of the 2024 Magellan Awards of Excellence. Each week, Joe takes you through the ins and outs of the travel industry and gives you ideas about travel that you never even thought about. If you're looking to take a trip, book a cruise, or a special event, then reach out to Joe Leo at JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.
Hey everybody, Tiki Man here. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're enjoying the video. Do us a favor, hit the like button down there. Make sure you subscribe and you hit the little bell. That really does help us out tremendously and allows us to keep doing what we do here at Tiki Man Radio. Thanks for being a part of Tiki Man Radio. Back to the show.
Well, I've been doing my best. I've been trying to live right. I've been trying to get a hold of my life. But the women and the whiskey, they keep holding me back. I gotta cut it off. I gotta change all that. 'Cause the beer keeps flowing and the neon stays glowing, and the blonde-headed, blue-eyed cowgirls keep me going. I'm a helpless man, Lord, that's for sure. But if there's ever been a good time, I'm the first one to walk right through the door. Saturday night, I'm up on stage and just singing my heart out and doing my thing. When I see a little honey start catching my eye, and it's game over for this guy. 'Cause the beer keeps flowing and the neon stays glowing, and the blonde-headed, blue-eyed cowgirls keep me going. I'm a helpless man, Lord, that's for sure. If there's ever been a good time, I'm the first one to walk right through the door. I'll show 'em a good time, boys. Beer keeps flowing and the neon stays glowing, and them blonde-headed, blue-eyed cowgirls keep me going. I'm a helpless man, Lord, that's for sure. But if there's ever been a good time, I'm the first one to walk right through the door.
David with Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee, and we love listening to Tropical Country on Wednesday night with B-Dawg and Lou. Yeehaw!
Hey Tiki folks, this is Rick the Stick, and I do my show from 5 to 7 Eastern Island Time every Sunday evening, and it's sponsored by JBL Travel Group. The show is called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere on the Road. When I'm not doing my show, I keep my one good eye on the road and my two good ears tuned in to Tiki Man Radio. Hey, what could possibly go wrong?
Come on, baby, climb right up. I'll take you for a ride in my new truck. We'll go out and paint this town, pretend like there's no one around but us. That's always been my dream. That's all I want to do. I love doing life with you. Grandpa said not long ago, find the one you better hold on tight. Tell you what, he spoke the truth, 'cause girl, you know I need you in my life. From now until the end, gonna always be true. I love doing life with you. 'Cause it don't matter where we are, what we're going through. I know everything will be okay so long as I've got you. Sitting there right by my side, you make me feel brand new. No, there ain't nothing in this world that we couldn't do. I love doing life with you. We may have our ups and downs, but there ain't no one that I'd rather see. Even when things don't go right, there ain't no place that I'd rather be than forever in your dreams. Gonna hold on to you. I love doing life with you. 'Cause it don't matter where we are, what we're going through. I know everything will be okay so long as I got you. Sitting there right by my side, you make me feel brand new. No, there ain't nothing in this world that we couldn't do. I love doing life with you. I love doing life with you. So come on, baby, climb on up. I'll take you for a ride in my new truck. We'll go out and paint this town, pretend like there's no one around but us.
Life with You, that is Pepper Brooks. How about that?
That's a fun song.
I thought so. Of course, that was sent to us in our email, so it was just one of the songs I didn't get to last week. So
Yeah.
I got a few songs that we got sent to us that I just didn't get to. So I'm trying to squeeze them in because every week it seems like we get more and more and more music, and if I don't really get to it, we kind of get a backlog of it.
Which is really cool,
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely. And I even have a song that I was waiting until later in the evening to play because it's pretty much your story.
My story?
I thought so. When I listen to the words, you are the first person who come to mind when I listen to the lyrics.
Wait a minute. Do I want to know?
Well, you can stay tuned because I'll probably play that one next.
All righty then. Well, I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite things of the whole year, the Parrot Head Rendezvous.
Oh, yeah.
It is 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah.
And, well, the pre-party is 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah.
It starts 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah, and?
And we have a lot of things going on this year down there. So there is a pirate and gypsy costume contest on Thursday the 24th from 3 to 8 p.m. They're going to announce the winners at 8 p.m. So if y'all are coming down, dress as your favorite pirate or gypsy. They're going to have some more prizes. This year, they're going to have 2 cruises to give away.
What?
During the rendezvous.
Wow.
An e-bike to give away.
Oh, there you go.
As well as a stay at the brand new Margaritaville Cottages about a mile from Sharky's.
Very nice.
And then a couple extra special bottles of spirits are going to be raffled off, as well as they're going to have their normal raffle baskets. And the basket ladies are saying that this year has been the best year ever for those baskets.
Very cool.
So bring some cash and bring a costume. Bring your cooler and a chair, and let's have a great time.
Absolutely. Of course, this will be Tiki Man Radio's 10th year broadcasting the event live. And tell you what, the lineup on Wednesday night, you have Jeff and the Camaros. On Thursday, you have the Kevin and Heidi Project. You have Salt Rock Revival, as well as Scratch 2020. On Friday, you got Kirsty Krause and Crystal King. You got Todd Sparks, Jerry Diaz and Hannah's Reef, Tropicool with Sonny Jim and John Patty, Eric Erdman. You have Eric and also Aaron Schurz performing. And Aaron Schurz also doing his solo thing. You got Donnie Brewer and the Dock Rockers, Jeff Randall. You got Jim Azabel and the Tropaholics, which is never a disappointment. And of course, then you have Beth and the Bigger Boat Band. Of course, that's Beth Travers. Yeah. And of course, Darby Ledbetter. He'll be performing up at Sharky's. We have Carrie Welling, Brooke Graham and the Beach Street Boys.
Yes.
Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitude Band. Don Middlebrook, Johnny Rustler and the Beach Bum Band. And on Sunday will be Mr. Gene Mitchell. So, of course, I think they have day tickets that are still available. So, if you
I think the 4-day passes are sold out, aren't they?
I believe they are. I believe they have down to day passes, but you need to get yourself down to the Panama City Parrot Head Rendezvous 2025 on the beach right behind Sharky's in Panama City Beach.
If you are going, stop by the Tiki Man Radio tent and say hello to all of us.
Because we will all be there.
We will all be there, and we're going to be just to the left of the stage.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at the stage.
And the beachfront real estate, as the Tiki Man says.
That's right. So stop by and say hello.
It's the one event we get to go to.
Yes. And, feel free, drop off some Jell-O shots, some...
Whatever.
Yeah. Depending on the time of day, we'll drink it.
The exciting thing is this year, we always love hanging out and spending time and staying with our good friends, Patty, Darby and Kathy. But this year, because it's the 10th anniversary and we're all going to hang out and do a lot of things together, we are staying down at the beach with everybody else this year. So, which means we ain't got to drive nowhere.
That's right.
Watch out now.
Woohoo.
So, that means we don't have to be responsible.
I like the sound of that. Although that usually only works out for about one day.
That's true.
After that, nope.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how it works out. But I believe we will be getting down here early, I believe, to see Darby and Kathy before
we're going to go down on
everything
Wednesday.
Kicks off on Thursday. So
yeah, we're going to go down on Wednesday, spend some time with them, and then Thursday get up bright and early and go on down. And Mo said, stop by at the rendezvous. I'll be seated under the tent. Yes, you will, my dear. Yes, you will.
So, this year we talked about it on Sunday. The Golden Girl, she's got her costume all ready to go.
Oh, nice.
So she has, remember, her parrot costume. So she's going to be
That's right.
She's going to be dressed as a parrot.
Nice.
So I don't know who's going to dress up as the Tiki.
I think they elected Mo.
I think they said Mo. Mo is always willing to lend a helping hand.
She really is.
You just never know where. I said, if I have to sweat to death, I'll do it. But we'll figure out something.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a good time. But yes, the Golden Girl is going to has her parrot costume all ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll have to borrow Golden's pirate costume. Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we'll see if he still has it.
That would be fun. Mo, I'm not sure what hotel we're staying at.
No.
Mo wants to know what hotel, and I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I'm just following the Tiki Man.
It's the one that they put us up in.
Right.
So I don't know. It's usually
It's not the crack house down the street.
No,
I'll
I do.
tell you that. That got torn down finally.
No, it's normally this year. I believe it's one of the two on either side of Sharky's. I believe.
Okay.
So I'm not sure which one either, but
Within walking distance.
Yes. Oh, well within walking distance. So we don't have to go anywhere unless we're going to stagger across the street to get a pizza. Midnight.
Yeah.
Like we've never done that before.
Right. Mo said I paid my own way, so I'm so sorry, Mo, but that means you probably get the better hotel. Just saying.
Probably. That's right. We are no longer staying on the first crack house on the right.
That's
so
right.
that is actually a big, last time we were down there, it's a big open lot, but I don't foresee oceanfront real estate going undeveloped in Panama City Beach very long. So I'm sure probably by the time we get down there, there's probably a whole brand new hotel there as far as I know. I don't know.
I bet there is.
Yeah.
Want to say big hello to Mama Parks.
Well, hello, Mom.
She said that she found us again, so hello to you. You will forever be called that now.
Or I'm sorry, whichever one.
Yeah, now that we're talking about our beach escapades.
Yes.
Yeah, they are both Beach Haven properties, Mo.
Yes. It's one of the two.
Not sure which one.
Nope.
I'm just glad it's not the crack house on the.
That's right. Yep.
That was scary.
That was an experience.
It made good radio, though.
It made good radio. It was not funny at the time.
No, it was not.
Not at all.
No, you were not having a good time.
No, I was not.
I was kind of like, it's free. What are you going to do? You went to turn on the shower, and the knob fell off in your hand.
Yeah.
And then we went to lay down, and we were rolling downhill. Not just a little bit either. It was a lot.
And that was after the big footprint in the middle of the bed.
Yeah.
In the middle of the bed.
We tried to pick the most level bed, but did had a big old boot print in the middle of the sheets.
And of course, the walls were thin because when the handle fell off and came off of my hand, and the few choice words that I said, Danny was in the hotel room right next door laughing.
Yeah.
He thought that was funny because he was having his own adventures over there as well.
They were.
So, not to mention when you laid down in the bed and you looked at the air conditioner, you could had the mail slot about that much directly underneath the air conditioner that you can see everything outside and everybody can see everything inside.
Right.
It was an experience.
Well, then that night, I was like, well, at least we have a good view. So I walked out across the parking lot behind it, and I sat on the cement wall, and I'm looking at the ocean, and I'm like, all is well. I don't care about the room. I could just sleep right here on the wall.
Until you look down.
I couldn't see it because it was dark. So the next morning, we get up, and I'm like, I'm going to go get some seashells. I never get up early enough to go get seashells. So I got up, walked out there, made it to the cement wall, and there was literally a pile of trash.
Including dirty diapers.
Yes. That was like, I don't know. It was a good 12, 14 inches deep. And I was like, I don't want shells that bad.
Yeah, no. I ain't walking through that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting, to say the least. But we don't have to experience that no more, which we haven't experienced that in a couple of years because, of course,
I think that was the last time we stayed in a hotel.
That's right, and thanks goodness for the hospitality of Darby and Kathy. We have stayed, in the Emmy room for the last couple of years, and of course we get to stay there and play with the dog because we love
Buddy is
we
awesome.
love Buddy. So
Listen,
we have great experiences there.
we have a truly blessed life. I know that you get irritated and you get down a little bit, but
Sometimes.
we truly have a blessed life.
We do.
We have a great time. So,
Yeah.
and we're going to have some more 2 weeks from today.
Thank goodness.
About this time in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. So, programming note.
We will not be having a show that week.
We will not be having a show.
Because that Wednesday, I have to actually work on that Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I get off work, we are southbound and down and heading to the beach, baby. So
that's right.
There will not be a show on that Wednesday. And
on the
then
23rd, no Tropical Country.
And depending upon how things go, we'll let you know about the show on the following week.
Right.
If we're still recovering. There may or may not. It just depends upon if I have time to prep.
Right. Well,
So-
the next programming note for next week, we are going to be having a show on the 16th, and we're going to be having Mr. Zach Chastain in studio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
Wow.
Zach will be here. We had him in studio. He's been here with Slayton.
He's been here a couple
times. He's got some new music coming out. So he got a hold of us and wants to come on, and we told him he is always more than welcome. So
And of course, Mr. Slayton Dooley will be coming back on the show at some point in time. Because let me tell you what, Slayton has been killing it, and he has his vocals. Oh my gosh! Over the past year, vocally, we have watched him become quite the entertainer, performer vocally, and now he has this whole Blake Shelton old red hair,
he's got the
hair
mullet.
going on. Oh, it ain't a mullet; it's the full hair.
Oh yeah, I guess
So
it is.
he's got that Blake Shelton old red hair going on. And I was talking to his wife there the other night, and she goes, their son. She goes, I love Henry to death, but she goes, why couldn't he have had his hair? Because evidently Taylor is loving it.
Yes, he does have good hair.
He does
Not
have
gonna
good
lie.
hair.
Yep.
So I hate him.
Yeah, he is getting better all the time. And Zach's new, the style of Zach's music is changing a little bit. So I'm excited to hear the new music from him.
He's evolving a little bit away from the old red dirt style, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear what Zach has coming up.
Yeah. So be with us next week for that.
Yeah. So, but all right. I told you I had a song here that it just kind of reminded me a little bit of your life and a little bit maybe of our life together as well.
Okay.
Because when I heard it, you're the first thing that popped in my head. As a lot of things happen, you are the first thing that popped into my head. But this is a song that was sent to us. The artist, her name is Dawn Ricks, and the name of the song is called Broken Pieces.
Please don't get me wrong. You're doing everything right. And I wanna go where you wanna go, just not tonight. I'm still healing from a wound that cut too deep. Taking it one step at a time, relearning how to breathe. I know it's not fair. You have to pay for his mistakes, but I'll get past the hurt and let you in someday. But it ain't easy letting go when forever walks away. It leaves a home. Wish I could find the answer, but I don't know where to start. Trying to love you with the broken pieces of my heart. If you misread the signs I didn't mean to send, I apologize.
listening in from North Carolina to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio, Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m., where the boots meet the beach.
Finally in full bloom, goodbye May, hello June, boardwalk strutting, cotton dress, salty breeze, hair's a mess. Cat call whistle gets away, we don't care what they think. Amber sunset, ocean blue, a little something in our Mountain Dew. Listen to a feel-good summer song, everybody get this summer on. Buffy on the Bluetooth, setting the mood. It's a hot, 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 not too long. Getting good is gone. Everybody sing along. Nothing like a feel-good summer song. Feel-good summer song. Burn it down with a little Bob Marley. Beach bonfire, it's time to party. Surf's up and the waves are gnarly. Let it be like Paul McCartney. Listen to a feel-good summer song. Everybody get this summer on. Buffy on the Bluetooth, setting the mood. It's a hot, 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 not too long. Getting good is gone. Everybody sing along. Nothing like a feel-good summer song. Listen to a feel-good summer song. Everybody getting the summer on. Buffy on the Bluetooth, setting the mood. Days are hot, 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 not too long. Getting good is gone. Everybody sing along. Nothing like a feel-good summer song. Listen to a feel-good summer song. Everybody getting the summer on. Buffy on the Bluetooth, setting the mood. It's hot, 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 not too long. Getting good is gone. Everybody sing along. Nothing like a feel-good summer song.
Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Sundays, it's The Big Show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time. Streaming live on the Cammy's Grammy Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. After The Big Show, it's Tuesday on the Island Replay with B-Man and Michelle. Recorded live from Key West. Later that afternoon, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Rick the Stick. You never know where he's going to pop up. On the Road with Rick the Stick, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Island Time every Sunday. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Tuesday at noon, it's Surf's Up with Callie McCool and the student crew. Tiki Man Radio's internship from Antioch High School in California. The kids are learning how to produce and do their own show. Compliments of Tiki Man Radio. It's a lunchbox special with Surf's Up every Tuesday at noon Eastern Island Time. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou, streaming live on the GTS Live Cam from the Legends Studio in Ooltewah, Tennessee from 7 to 9 p.m. Friday starting at 7 p.m. It's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun.
That's right. Have some fun right here on Tiki Man Radio. You just never know what you're going to get when you tune into a show, especially ours. But I've been told, we've had a couple of times when on the Sunday show where some things have happened and somebody said, whoa, time out. That's Wednesday night activities.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sunday show a couple of times it started to go off the rails a little bit, and everybody
I remember.
And everybody goes, wait, time out. That's you go off the rails on Wednesday night. So
right.
We have a reputation.
We're the evening show.
That's right. That's why
Isn't that when they put all the
That's where we're in prime time.
Questionable shows on is at night.
Yeah, when the kids are in bed. And,
that's right.
That sort of thing.
We're the questionable ones.
That's right. But we got a busy weekend coming up again. So
we do.
We do.
What do we got going on?
What am I doing Saturday?
What are you doing Saturday?
You forget.
Oh, you're running a race on Saturday.
I am running a race on Saturday.
That's right.
So it'll be the third weekend in a row that we can't sleep in on a Saturday.
This sucks.
Because we're going to be on the road. I am going to be down in Chickamauga, Georgia, doing the Chickamauga Chase, which I signed up for the 15K, which is 9.3 miles. So
yep.
I don't know what I was thinking. One of these days I'm going to learn that, it's okay to do a 5K.
Right?
See? So I don't have to be a marathoner, but...
although after going to these things with you, now I can't do a 5K. I'm like, it's either a 10K or nothing. I haven't made it up to like the whatever you just said.
Well, no,
the 15K.
Well, Saturday is 9.3. So, but
that's way past my limit.
Yeah, and plus you wouldn't want to do it because it is once you get up to those distances, they're timed.
Yeah.
So if you cannot do it within a certain time, then it's best that you don't.
Well, I could do it within the time. I think I just could not go as
I
fast
tell you what,
as you.
I'm not going to lie. For Saturdays, I'm questioning if I will be able to meet the time for Saturday's race.
Do it because you'll get in there and you'll be all like.
I don't know.
The Marine will come
see.
back out. And
We'll see, but yeah. So, this year so far, I have I've signed up for the 5K. The 15K, we have the 10K that we're going to go back and do in Memphis. I have another half marathon that I've signed up for, as well as another 10K for the Missionary Ridge. It's Missionary Ridge half marathon.
Yes.
So I got 2 half marathons that I am signed up for this year, along with the 15K, 10K, and 5K.
You're going to do the 10K in Memphis, though, right?
Yes, I'm going to do the 10K in Memphis, but this year I'm not going to run it. I decided after last year.
Because you missed the free beer.
I missed the free beer and because I was taking it all serious, kept my head down, and I ran to get the best time I could, to get the best finish I could.
Yep.
And then you guys come around going, yeah, we had beer back there and had a shot over there. And I'm like, what? And evidently I ran right past it. Plus...
And who was there? Bigfoot was there waving at us.
Yeah, and I realized
missed all of it.
I realized with that race, now if you get in there with the marathoners,
there are some people who take it seriously.
They are very, very serious.
Yeah,
and that's why they run a completely different route on their own. But on the side that we were at, it is literally more about community
and fundraising
and the fundraising.
Yep.
And about the kids.
Yeah.
So, and I missed out on that. And so I want to go, yes, I do. I want to go back to Memphis and do the St. Jude's 10K, but I want to walk it with you guys and actually.
That's because we're fun.
Actually participate and have fun and then, and make you angry that way while you guys are.
Oh, listen.
While you guys are walking, I can skip along and sing and entertain you and that sort of thing.
I'll trip you.
Yeah, you know.
That's why we don't walk together.
That's exactly why we don't walk together. You don't like me. You don't like me anymore.
Because you make fun of me.
I do not make fun of you. I do not.
Huffing and puffing, walking as fast as I can.
And
he's just like, do.
Well, that is because I do a lot of walking. And when I slow down, my ADD kicks in, and I got to do something to entertain.
I know.
I've got to do something to entertain myself. So I skip and walk backwards and sing, and meanwhile,
and still go faster than me.
And meanwhile, she's over here going.
Well, my little legs only go so fast.
Yet we are the same height.
No, my legs are shorter.
Trying to figure that we are literally the same
I know,
height.
but my legs
and
are shorter.
Your legs are shorter. And I know that because you sit closer to the steering wheel than I do.
Yes.
I can't. All I can figure out is I'm longer from the waist down than you are, and you are longer from the waist up. I don't know. But somewhere along the line, it balances out that we are the same height. So I don't know.
I just have widow legs.
You got widow legs. Oh my goodness! Yeah. What else you got over there? You got any of the interesting conversations? I've been seeing a lot of things going on over here.
What's that?
That would have been my
That was
mic.
a little scary for a minute.
That'd have been my microphone that I hit. So,
So Callie was talking about coming to the rendezvous. He said he's
yeah?
just going to need to bury himself in the sand and tunnel his way under the fence.
yeah, let me tell you what, that security is no joke, by golly.
Right.
So,
right.
Like even though you're there, you got a big old tent that says Tiki Man Radio. You're wearing shirts that says Tiki Man Radio.
Oh, yeah.
You come walking down to that gate, they're like, "Where's your pass?" It's
Yeah.
like, it's right here, sir.
Yeah, they're serious about it too.
They are.
I don't blame them though, because we
can't trust a bunch of drunks.
No. Mm-mm. And there were, what was it, year before last, some folks literally just, because they have the orange fencing, that temporary
Yeah,
fencing.
the snow fence, and they were
People
just walking around it.
Yeah, they just took it down and threw it on the ground and came from all corners of the beach.
Absolutely.
So I don't blame them at all.
That's 'cause
last year they had a more permanent fence up there.
Yeah, they had a 6-foot chain link fence. Nobody was just walking around that. We couldn't even walk around that last year. But
right.
But yes, like I said, we had a fantastic time, as we always do when we go down to Panama City Beach and hang out with the parrot heads down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good time.
Absolutely. And they always raise a ton of money for their charities down there.
And I'm not sure who the charity is
I
this
was
year.
just going to ask you if it was the same. The last couple years it's been the school, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's the same this year or not.
I don't know. Look.
But I can tell you, if you are down there, make sure you come over to the Tiki Man Radio tent. We got a brand new tent. It's as they say, it's huge. So you have to come check that out. And also, rumor has it that there's going to be a couple girls there representing Reef Rum. So I'm sure there's going to be sampling going on of Reef Rum down there at the Tiki Man Radio tent. So
nice.
You'll definitely have to check that out, because that's always a good time.
That's fabulous. Yeah. I'm trying to look through here real quick and see if I can see if it's the same group that they are raising money for.
I'm not sure.
I don't either. We'll have to check that out.
But yeah, they'll always have that the baskets and the silent auctions and all that stuff going on. And I do know also that supposedly, rumor has it, that there's going to be a big old Reef Rum basket up there too. So I'm just saying, there's all kinds of rumors floating around out there.
Nice.
So you just got to go up there and check and see what they have and what you can bid on. And this year, I'm coming prepared. So I am bringing a stash to be able to bid, because I always get outbidded on my baskets.
Nice.
So this year I'm gonna bid a little more seriously, as they say.
Fabulous.
So,
well, it looks like this year they are working with the Ark.
The Ark, okay.
The Ark.
I thought it was somebody different.
Yeah. So it looks like it's a transitional housing program through the Ark Church. And
Very
so,
cool.
Yeah, and they do a lot of fundraising and a lot of work for the PCB area. So
yeah, and I do believe
cool.
they had volunteers from the Ark at the rendezvous last year.
Yes,
that actually helped work.
Yeah,
so so that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. They have transitional housing, international student housing, And looks like that is the main focus that they do, but there's a ton of other things. They have a coffee shop and all kinds of things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, time has flown when you're having fun and talking about a bunch of nonsense sometimes. but our night is kind of went kind of quick there. So it's amazing how fast 2 hours can fly by. But we want to be able to thank everybody that has chimed in and tuned in and participated in our live chat, and everybody out there in radio land across the world. We appreciate y'all tuning in each and every week. And to our sponsors, of course, GTS Charters and Outfitters in Key West, Florida, who sponsors not only our live cam, but has sponsored our show from day one, Monty and Gypsy. And when you were down there in Key West, and you've seen everything there is to see on and off Duval Street, see what Key West really has to offer out there on the water in the new upgraded fleet that they have. And, of course, they have all kinds of different tours and outings, and according to whatever your budget and time is. So make sure you give them a call at 305-916-0990 or check them out online at gtscharters.com. And don't, as the Tiki Man says, don't cheat yourself out of a good time when you're down in Key West.
That's right.
And, of course, when you're planning your next getaway, make sure you contact Joe Leo, JBL Travel Group. They specialize in cruises, all-inclusive resorts, destination weddings, and group travel, and much, much more. Joe's got the ins and the outs of everything in the travel world, and just because you think you can go on and get a great deal, there's always some kind of hidden fee. But with the with JBL Travel Group, there is no hidden fees. Joe is straight up, and what it is what it is. So give him a call at 732-831-5200, and let that award-winning staff plan your next getaway. I know we're going to plan a getaway at some point in time. Sounds like it's going to be more of a road trip, but we'll have to see if there's any of all-inclusive resorts out west. So maybe he could hook us up with along the way. But yeah, you are slowly winning me over to this idea of being a vagrant and just floating from town to town to town. But you got to be careful when you do that, because when we was down there at Panama City Beach last year, Darby got me hooked on a TV show called Reacher.
Oh, yeah.
And Reacher, he's kind of...
That's probably what got you talking to this more than anything.
But he's kind of that vagrant that just goes from town to town, doesn't have a permanent address. He just goes from town to town to town, and he's always getting into trouble. So, I don't know. Maybe it could be a bad idea, but nonetheless, it'd be an adventure. So
there you go.
But, you only live once, and why live life boring?
That's right.
So... We have no excuses anymore. It used to be, well, the kids got this and the kids got that.
Mom and dad.
And now it's literally just us.
I know.
So, and our window on how long we will be able to do it in our lives as we age, so I think it is getting time to be able to take advantage of the fact that we have the time and we have the health. And why not go and experience life and start checking some things off that bucket list? Because at the end of the day, you can't take your wealth with you, but you can leave behind memories that you share with others. So
that's right.
That's my word of wisdom today. So
there you go.
Can't take money with you. Can't really take your memories with you, but you can leave your memories behind with others with stories to tell. So.
That's right.
So, but you got anything else you want to pass along?
I just wanted to say another big thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight and every Wednesday.
Absolutely.
And Country Music Social Media, thank you for staying up with us. It is 2 a.m. there right now.
Oh, my gosh. I tell you, we do appreciate you.
We do.
So he is the late night warrior.
I know. I love it. I love it. I'm kind of a night owl. Well, I used to be a night owl. Not so much lately. Since I quit smoking, I'm not a night owl anymore.
No.
Now I'm like, I need to go to bed or I'm going to want to sleep.
And you think it's a joke. No, she gets off work at 5:30. By 7 p.m., she's in the bed. By 9, she's out cold.
Yep.
So I'll see her. She'll be laying in there, and every once in a while, she comes across a funny video on TikTok or YouTube or something, and she starts laughing. And I'm like, well, she's still awake. So, and then meanwhile, I'm here in the studio doing TikTok lives or editing videos or doing something like that to stay busy. So, you know, it is what it is. But Michelle, if you are interested in wanting to know about the stuff from my TikTok shop, as they say, get a hold of me or just find me on TikTok and go to my shop. And I have a lot of different things in there, and I'm trying to rotate different things in and out of there.
And you posted a link on your Facebook too, didn't you?
I did post a link on my Facebook that takes you, it may take you to a direct product, but it can also take you to the whole shop of the things that I have in there. Right now, like I said, what I'm promoting is energy drinks, protein powders, meals ready to eat. But, you know, I take what I can get. You know, they're willing to want to work with me. I work with who I can work with right now.
If we like it.
If I like it.
We're not just going to take anybody.
That's right. If I have actually turned things down because I've told people, you know, honestly, I don't believe I can sell this for you.
Right.
So, and you know, I've gotten a couple samples and I'm like, yeah, no.
Right.
I'm sorry, you know, and I'll tell them I'm sorry, I can't do this. So, because at the end of the day, my reputation is more important than making a dime, and that's what I do. And when I do my reviews on the TikTok, that's what I tell them. It's a no BS review.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, do I want to make some money? I absolutely do. But what I want to keep intact more than making the money, it's my reputation. So if I tell you something's good, I want you to know and be able to say, yes, it is good. You know, there are some variances where, you know, I'll tell them, I think it's good. I don't know if you will, but for me. So at least they know. But hands down, you know, if something's a piece of crap, I'll tell you it's a piece of crap. So that's just kind of the way it is. Maybe that's why I'm not making any sales. I don't know. So I'm not very good at marketing. I'm learning. All right. So, but if you want to, like I said, you want to find me over there on the TikTok, you can search B-Dawg. B-Dawg, or if you can't find it by that, it's at, you can also find me by at Blue, BLOU Promotions. So that is so it's B-Dawg at Blue Promotions is the other searchable thing that you can find, and yeah, that's right. So,
well, thank you, Verona. You have a good night as well, and hopefully you'll make it back to the rendezvous someday.
Yes, absolutely. But
and thanks, Callie.
All right. Well, just like that, it is time for us to fly. We will see you back here next week with Mr. Zach Chastain as our in-studio guest. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe and be kind. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
I know it's been a lot of fun, but the set list is all done. The night was very loud and you've been a good crowd, but you know it's time to run. You've all been very kind, thank you for your time. You put me to the test as I try to address all of your requests for the night. As we look to the moon and the managers protocol. Well, I don't ever want to end, but for now, my friends, last song, last call. A spirit with his clientele, and the drinks are flowing well. A beer sent from the bar and a healthy tip jar. A handsome tunes that I can sell. It's been a cool room, but it's ending too soon.
long